Good afternoon. Hello. My name is Haliza. I'm Dr. Haliza. I'm a medical doctor who survived domestic violence. And I was told I'm given 10 minutes, which I think I can talk in 10 minutes, to speak on what contribution WA has done for me. I think many of us mark our journey in life based on our success, but there's some of us who mark our life journey based on our previous failure and sufferings. I'm one of them. And I believe that I represent many women who survived domestic violence with help of WAO. And I would like to bring you back to 2015, which is the year that I was at the peak of my depression. I was forced to leave my marriage, and that was the year that I was introduced to WAO. In 2015, when I was driving back home from work, I was listening to the radio, and it was a station called Trax FM. Anybody familiar with that? Yeah? So I was listening, and there were two social workers who were speaking about domestic violence, and despite I'm a professional woman, I can still be clueless of what I was going through. And they gave very detailed explanation and information about domestic violence, and I quickly jot down the helpline number. And Tina, Sumitra mentioned about Tina, think I need aid, and I started to get help in a sense of trying to get answers to my uncertainties, and I've been contacting them at work and secretly. So on the day of my final abuse, instead of calling my family members, what I did was I contacted WAO. I get help, I called them up, and this social worker, who is a Chinese lady, she gave me step-by-step guidance, calmly, on my next steps. And on top of that, she also gave me guidance on Sharia aspect. I was very impressed, and I left home and my then husband. And then subsequently, 2015, 2016, this was beginning of my another journey, which is a journey to multiple visits to court. You all know, right? Nobody wants to go to court. It's so tedious, long-winded, and felt like it's never ending. And even until today, for your information, I still have to go through court process for my Sharia case. And what WAO has contributed is that they gave me legal advices. They even speak to the police and the prosecutors on behalf of me. As a woman who just left marriage, I think typically women are confused, some sort of hopeless at that time, and WAO helped me, and it's like they gave me a hand to walk through the process. And they introduced me to this concept called VIS, Victim Impact Statement, which is the one that helped me to win my court case. And on top of that, there's always the social worker who will accompany me to court, not just to ensure my safety, but also to give moral support. Despite lacking of staff, they will make sure that they give the best service to the clients, and that's what WA did. And I won my court case in 2016 for my civil court. Again, in 2015, I had no friends. That's what domestic violence do to you. You are secluded from having friends, social support. So what WAO did was they introduced me to a number of women with similar experience, similar background, so we can actually share our stories and basically just to support each other. And some of them have become my dear friends until today. It's like a very good networking, and I got good associates. Then when I told WAO that, you know what, I'm going to start a new NGO in Sarawak, because I was abused in Sarawak. At that time, I had no help. I slept in the car. I didn't know where to go. So I said, I want to start something, at least something small in Sarawak. And WAO was always my sole supporter. And we became like a sister to WAO, and helped me to, from the registration to the programs, and also to the, I just can't list it, so many that WAO has helped. We became sisters, and WOC, Women Organization for Change, was born in Sarawak. Yeah. Again, in 2015, if you see me back then, I don't think you all will be seeing me standing here today. I would not be able to, I was not confident. I wouldn't have the courage to speak in front of all of you. But today, I think WO has given me the best, which is confidence. Like Matron said just now, shattered self-esteem. That was what I had back then. So the best WO has given to me is I regained back my confidence. I felt like I had my second chance in life. I felt like I died and I was brought back to life. So that is the best that W has given me. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank WAO, to thank Sime Darby, to thank all the organizations that help women. When you help women, you not just help, you help women, you also help the children. And we help the children, you help the nation, because children will depend on the women. And domestic violence, what they do is they grip the women, we strangle women, and WAO help to release that grip. Thank you so much and happy Women's Day.